Welcome to True Projects. In this video, we are going to explain about a project titled Walmart Sales Prediction Using Machine Learning. Sales forecasting holds a significant importance as it plays a crucial role in success of business. In today's fast-paced digital era, it has become imperative for merchants to adopt effective and efficient forecasting methods to enhance the overall efficiency of their marketing endeavors. Relying on manual forecasting method can lead to the substantial errors, adversely affecting the organization management and performance. Moreover, in the context of the global economy, where the retail sector plays a vital role, it becomes the essential for the business to meet ever-changing demands of the target audience. To achieve this objective, companies need to implement a robust forecasting framework. This process involves meticulous analysis of data from diverse sources such as market trends, buyer behavior, and other relevant variables. Given the competitive landscape and rapidly evolving consumer preference, business must accurately predict the sales volume for a specific time period. By doing so, they can ensure the adequate inventory management and optimized production, which ultimately leads to the higher customer satisfaction and increased profitability. Embracing a forward-looking and data-driven forecasting approach is crucial for companies seeking to thrive in today's dynamic market environment. And the machine learning has become a transformative force, revolutionizing the diverse industries and playing a vital role. Its versatility spans across the numerous fields. The impact of machine learning advancement on the retail and the marketing landscape is profound. These technological breakthroughs enable the business to gain valuable key insights into the customer purchase pattern, identify their target audience more effectively, and accurately forecast the future sale. As a result, the retail industry experienced a significant positive shift, empowering the company to develop the strategic plan that can elevate their business to the new heights. In line with this progress, this project aimed to propose a metric for forecasting the long-term sales with the supervisor companies by analyzing the past sale data. By leveraging the power of machine learning, business can make the informed decisions, adapt it to market dynamics, and foster the sustainable growth and fiercely competitive retail market. And these are the basic requirements that are needed to build this project. The software requirements are Python IDEL with version of 3.7 or Anaconda with version of 3.7 or Jupyter. The hardware requirements are operating system as Windows or Linux, processor of minimum Intel i3 and above, RAM of minimum 4 GB, hard disk of minimum 250 GB. And to know about the flow of the project, these are the steps we need to discuss. The first one is importing the libraries. In this step, the Python libraries are imported to set up the environment for the data analysis and the machine learning. NumPy and Pandas is used for data manipulation, Matplotlib and Seaborn for data visualization, and sklearn for building the machine learning model. And the second one is exploring the dataset. The dataset is loaded and explored to understand its structure, size, and type of the feature it contains. The descriptive statistics are calculated for the numerical features to get an overview of the central tendencies and dispersion. Visualization techniques like histograms and box plots can be used to identify the potential outliers. And the third one is handling the missing values of the features dataset. Missing data can adversely impact the model training and prediction. Various strategies can be employed to handle the missing value, such as of mean median imputation, forward fill, and of many more. Care must be taken to ensure that the chosen method aligns with the nature of the data and the business context. And the fourth one is merging the training dataset and the merged stores features dataset. If the data is stored in a separate dataset, it needs to be combined to create a unified dataset that includes all the relevant information necessary for building the prediction model. And the fifth one is splitting the data column. The date column is splitted into the separate day, month, and year column to extract the temporal pattern. This allows the model to recognize the trend, seasonality, and other time-related effect in the sales data. And the sixth step is outlier detection and normality. Outliers, which are of extreme data points that deviate significantly from the majority of the data, can negatively impact the model performance. Outliers can be detected using the statistical methods like object score, like box plots. Data normalization is performed to scale the numerical features to a common range, usually between 0 and 1 or -1 to 1, ensuring that each feature contributes equally during the model training. And the seventh step is data visualizations. Data visualizations play a crucial role in understanding the relationship between the different features and the target variable. The line plots can reveal the sale trends over the time. Scattered the plots can show the correlation between the numerical features, and the heat map can depict the correlation matrix among all the features. And the next step is one-hot encoding. Categorical variables need to be converted into the numerical form to be used in the machine learning model. One-hot encoding creates the binary columns for each category, allowing model to understand the presence or absence of the specific category. And the next one is data normalization. Normalizing the numerical features can be crucial for the algorithms that rely on the distance calculation like KNN gradient boosting. Scaling the features to a common range prevents any particular feature from dominating the learning process. And the next step is correlation between the features of the dataset. Calculating the correlation matrix between the features helps identify highly correlated variables. Strongly correlated features may be redundant and be excluded from the model to improve the interpretability and reduce the overfitting. And the next step is recursive feature elimination. Recursive feature elimination is a feature selection technique that recursively removes less important features based on their contribution to the model's performance. This process continues until the desired number of features is achieved, enhancing the model efficiency and interpretability. And the next step is data is split into the training, validating, and testing. The data set is divided into the three subsets. The training set is used for training the machine learning model. The validation set is used to tune the hyperparameters and select the best performing model, and the testing set is used to evaluate the final model performance on the unseen data. And the next step is building the models. Different forecasting models are built and trained on the training data. They are linear forecasting and non-linear forecasting. Linear forecasting. Linear regression models like of linear regression, lasso regression, and the ridge regression are implemented to the model the relationship between the features and the sales with the linear equation. And the non-linear forecasting ensemble models like random forest, gradient boosting, and the KNN are employed to capture the non-linear pattern and the interaction between the features. And first we need to discuss about the linear forecasting, and the first one is linear regression. Linear regression is a statistical technique that establishes a linear relationship between the target variable and the input features that are of weekly scales. And the example of temperature CPR, it estimates the coefficient and intercept of the linear equation to predict the sales based on the feature value. While it is simple and interpretable, it assumes a linear relationship which limits its ability to capture the complex pattern. And the second one is lasso regression. Lasso regression adds a penalty term to the linear regression cost function, encouraging the sparsity by deriving the sum feature coefficient to exactly 0. It performs the automatic feature selection, making it suitable when dealing with a large number of features. Lasso can help identify the most relevant predictor for the sales. And the third one is ridge regression. Ridge regression is like of lasso, adds a penalty term to the cost function but uses the L2 regularization. It shrinks the coefficient value but they never reach to the 0, making it more useful when dealing with the multicollinearity among features. Ridge can improve the model stability and reduce the overfitting. And the second is of non-linear forecasting. And in the nonlinear forecasting, the first one is random forest. Random forest is an ensemble learning method that builds the multiple decision trees and combines their prediction to create a final output. Each tree is trained on a random subset of data and features, reducing the overfitting and increasing the prediction accuracy. It's capable of handling the nonlinear relationship and the interaction between the features, making it effective and capturing the complex pattern. And the second one is gradient boosting. Gradient boosting is another ensemble technique that sequentially builds the decision tree, each attempting to correct the errors of its predecessor. It combines the prediction of all the tree to produce the final result. The gradient boosting performs well on the complex data set and it focuses on minimizing the prediction error, leads to the high accuracy, it handles the missing value naturally and is robust to outliers. And the next one is KNN. KNN stands for the K nearest neighbor. It is also an supervised learning algorithm that is based on the sales prediction and it is sequentially building of the finding the K nearest point for the new data point and it errors the current and its of predecessor. And it focuses on minimizing the prediction error leads to the high accuracy. And the next one is training the model. The selected models are trained on the training data using the appropriate algorithm and the hyperparameters. During the training, the model learns from the data and adjusts its internal parameter to minimize the prediction error. And the next one is user gives the input. The user provided input data for the features like date, temperature, etc. which they want to sales prediction. And the next one is the given input is pre-processed for prediction. The user provided input is pre-processed in the same manner as of the training data to ensure its compatibility with the trained model. And the next one is trained model is used for the prediction. The pre-processed input data is fed into the trained machine learning model to generate the sales prediction for the given input. And the last one is final outcome is displayed. The predicted sales for the given input are displayed to the user at the final outcome of the Walmart sales prediction process, providing the valuable insight for the decision making and the retail business with the help of the Flask framework as of the web interface too. And the execution of the project. To execute the project, first we need to open the code folder. And this is the code folder containing of various folders within it, and the dataset folder containing of the dataset with the training selecting the features pre-processed dataset within it, and the models folder containing of the pickle file which contains the information of the algorithm and loaded into the project code during the runtime to utilize the trained model for the various tasks, such as making the prediction on the new data or performing the specific operation. And the prediction model folder contains of some data set that will be used for prediction of the algorithms. And the static folder containing of the folders like CSS, JavaScript, vendor assets within it. And the template folder containing of the HTML documents within it, which likely contain of home, index, notebook, result, sign in and sign up pages within it. And the app is an py file which likely contain the information related to the front-end logic. It includes the code written in Python that will execute the front-end logic and of containing of the operations like of server side, such as processing of user requests, interacting with our database and generating the dynamic content that to be rendered as a HTML template. And the notebook is an IPYNB file which contains a combination of code, graph and output all in one place. It allows the user to write and execute the code an individual cell, making it a popular choice for the data science. And the signup.db is a file appeared to be the database file used to store the user information. And for the execution of the project, first we need to build and flash the framework as of front-end. And the overall project code as present in the notebook named IPYNB file as a combination of code, graph, output all in one place. And for the execution, first we need to copy this code folder path and then open the Anaconda prompt. Here we need to change the location of the test to F because a code folder is present in fdisk. Then write a command cd space and paste this code folder path. By this, it will change the current directory to the code folder path. And then click on enter button and write a command this python space app.py. By using after clicking on enter button, the app.py file will run and the Flask framework will create an local host with the default address, and by using this address and we need to copy this local link and paste it on any of the web browser of our choice, and I prefer to use the Google Chrome. I am opening this Google Chrome and pasting this link and then click on enter button. It will redirect it to this. This is the home page containing of the title and the sign in and sign up buttons. Click on the sign up button, it will redirect to the registration page, and we need to fill these necessary details that are need to be filled to create an account. But my account is already created, that's why I'm using the sign in button. Here it redirected to the sign in page containing of username and password, and we need to fill those details with of username and password as of admin, and then click on the submit button. Here it redirects to the index page containing of some necessary details that are need to be filled to get the prediction of the sales, and I'm entering the details of median as of 876.98 and the mean of 824.87 and the week is of 5 and the temperature is of 38.01 and the max is of 2513.16 and the CPI is of 214.5868 and the fuel price is of 2.567 and the min of 110.566 110.566 and unemployment is 7.717 and the standard deviation of 310.567 and the month of 3 and the total markdown is of 0 and the department 16 is of 0 and the department 18 is of 0 and the department 3 is of 0 and his holiday is of 0 and the size is of 158,156,678 and the department 1 is of 0 and the year is of 2011 and the department 11 is of 0 and the department 9 is of 0 and the department 5 is of 0, department 7 is of 3 and then click on the submit button. Here it redirects to the result page and the predicted sale is of $803.757. In this way, we can predict the sales of the Walmart using the machine learning. And the comparison graph, here where x-axis represents the algorithms we used and the y-axis represents the score of each algorithm's accuracy. And in conclusion, the Walmart is number 1 retailer in the United States and operates in many other countries around the world. It's expanding into new countries as the time goes on. However, the other companies that are also growing will pose a serious challenge to the Walmart in the future if the Walmart does not stay ahead of the curve. In order to do so, Walmart will need to understand its sales pattern, customer needs, and manage its resources wisely. And this era of technological advancement, big data is replacing the traditional way of managing and analyzing the data. These advances can be used to make the sense of complex data set in a matter of time with beautiful visual representation. By looking at the history of the Walmart's data set, clearer insights into the sales trend over the past few years have been gained, which can be very helpful to the company.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects, please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.